Oh, you are. Hello. It is Tease. Good day. Good afternoon. Good evening. I hope all are well. Hope all are safe. So, do you remember the movie? Oh, I did. Oh, no, it's not a movie. It's a TV series. This was years ago, maybe a decade ago. But it was literally a TV show about this. Oh, I didn't know I was pregnant. So basically, you'll get a bunch of women all over the world that claims they didn't know they were pregnant for 10 months because most pregnancies last, I want to say, up to 10 months. So I literally just had the icing on the cake because it was a lady. She was on the news, and they was like, "Oh, surprise! She received a surprise today." So basically, all of her whole pregnancy, let her tell it. Oh, I didn't know until it's time to give birth. And I had to say something because I'm just thinking like, I know anything's possible in this world, and sometimes you probably didn't know, maybe at first, but you're not gonna tell me that you didn't know that you were pregnant for 10 effing months. Most of these women, they go full term because, like I say, you don't know. So that means if you have it early, then hell, you must have been pregnant if you had premature birth, or you know what I'm saying, or complications or whatever. You'll learn eventually. Like, oh damn, I really didn't know this whole time until month 3. Okay, maybe that, but literally going the full 9 or 10 months. But I had to say something to this lady. I didn't say anything, but I said something in the comments. I didn't say it to her in particular, but it was on the news. And I'm just thinking like, I really hate when women say, oh, they really didn't know. And I'm not saying that it's not possible that you really can't know, because maybe there's no systems. But here's what makes me want to raise a red flag. Because the woman's anatomy, we have something called cycles. So that means every month you'll have a cycle, whether it's requires, or whether it comes with menstruating or not. There's still something that goes on in a woman's body. Because some people say, well, I don't have menstruation because I'm either menopausal or I'm on birth control, which is another thing too. So I basically just said something. I was like, you're either a stone cold harlot, meaning that you're so much for the streets that you or your man that you're laying with don't even notice that you're pregnant. So with this particular lady, she either was a stone cold, or anybody else, any other woman that don't know that they're pregnant this whole time, you got to be a stone cold harlot, meaning like you're for the streets so bad that there's not a man around. Because a man would have noticed. You probably didn't notice, but a man would probably notice. Oh, hey, your breasts are different. Your body's different. What's that kicking and screaming? And that's another thing too, before I continue on with that. So for 10 months, the baby didn't kick once, didn't do a backflip once, because like I said, again, with pregnancy comes a cycle. The baby starts off as a little seed, and then it grows, and as it's growing, it drops. It drops to enter the birth canal, or to be prepared to exit the body. So that means you didn't notice the baby growing, you didn't notice the head, even if it didn't kick. Okay, I didn't kick at all, but the baby, upon being born, was almost 9 pounds. You didn't notice 9 pounds. You were 9 pounds fatter? Okay, no, this can't be a baby in my stomach. Oh, I thought this was appendix. So you thought your appendix weighed 9 pounds and you didn't say anything until month 10. And I'm just thinking, like, I almost wanted to cuss, to say, I'm like, you're either a stone cold harlot to where you're so much for the streets, you're so focused on the wrong things to where you don't notice your body changing. And again, if you had a man around, a legit man, the man would have noticed. You probably didn't know. You probably really didn't know, huh? But the man would have noticed. Okay, hey, there's a difference in your breast, there's a difference in your body. And again, what is that kicking and screaming in your womb? And let the lady tell her, oh, no kicking, no craving, no nothing, no symptoms at all. Again, we'll take out all the symptoms, and we really didn't know. Again, so you didn't gain any weight, and of course you did. You gained at least, I want to say, 20 to 50 pounds in a pregnancy. You got the baby's weight, and then you have the fluids, and I guess whatever other weight that you want to collect, because, okay, we'll say you didn't have cravings, but the fluid weight and the baby weight, like, again, that's going to give you 10 to 50 pounds extra. And again, you didn't notice, oh, I thought that was appendicitis or whatever it is, basically. Oh, I thought that was my appendix. So you thought your appendix, which is a small organ, you thought your appendix grew to about 9 pounds. And again, you didn't say anything until it's time to give birth. Again, if there's something growing inside me where I'm thinking like, oh, wow, there's literally a stone that's not moving in my body, and I'm not going to say anything until it's time to push the stone out, then I'm like, again, you're either a stone cold harlot, which she did end up a single mother. And I don't know, I don't want to just say just because you're a single mother, you're a harlot, but if you didn't know you were pregnant and the guy who got you pregnant didn't know you had to be a stone cold harlot, or you knew this entire time and you just playing dumb for the gram. Yeah, so with that, I'm just thinking like, nah. The women's anatomy, it's so particular to where I'm not saying that you probably don't. Oh, I didn't know I had a cyst, or I didn't know that I had parasites, or basically, because there's a lot going on with the women's anatomy where you know, oh, I didn't know this about the women's anatomy, or I didn't know that this and that. And again, I'm not saying that you didn't know or you couldn't easily know that you're pregnant, but the whole 10 months, and I'm thinking like, after a while, I was thinking like, oh, okay. And even with the menstrual, I didn't menstruate in 10 months. And even if I never had a menstrual, you either never had a menstrual because you're either menopausal or you're on a contraceptive, which stops menstruals anyway, which could be another sign of a harlot. Because stopping the menstrual, meaning, okay, I shouldn't be getting pregnant. And even that, like, is that a freak accident? And again, that doesn't give you a red flag. I haven't menstruated in 10 months, or there's something growing in my womb for 10 months, and I don't say anything until it's time to give birth. And again, the baby's not kicking. You don't see anything wrong with that. The baby just sitting there, just sitting there, just growing and dropping in your womb, and causing your breasts and body to change, and you don't notice. You didn't notice your stomach growing. Again, there's no kicking, no symptoms, no nothing. But you didn't notice your stomach growing. You didn't know your breast was changing. You know, I don't buy it. Because again, the women's anatomy, you'll notice if your body's changing. People will know when menopause is coming. They know when their cycle is about to come. They know when their moods are changing. You know, some people know when their hormones are changing. Because like I say, hormones change all the time. The body fluctuates. You go up and down, up and down, up and down. And if something stops, hey, is something wrong, or something wrong with me? And then you might want to get checked out before it's time to give birth. If I'm thinking after a while, because hell, even a common cold or COVID, whatever it is, where you really didn't know, oh, well, damn, I didn't know that I had parasites, but I'm sure I'm going to have symptoms of parasites, because everything's come with symptoms. Even if I didn't notice, oh, what? I didn't notice I had parasites this whole time. But you noticed something was different with you. Oh, I just didn't think nothing of it, because I'm just that much of a harlot. I'm not going to notice. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. I just don't buy it. Even when they had the TV show, I think the TV show came out probably like a decade ago or so. Oh, I didn't know I was pregnant. And literally the women, you didn't know. And again, I'm not saying that it's not possible to not know you're pregnant. Maybe at first, but literally the full term, you didn't notice. So that means you just have a body where it's just free game. You don't know what the hell's going on in your body, and you don't give a damn. Because like I said, you're either a full-fledged harlot, to where you don't give a damn about what goes on in your body or what goes in your body, or you were lying this whole time. So if I think with her, she probably was just a full-fledged harlot and just didn't know. Because again, if you end up a single mother with a baby, you or the father don't know that y'all have a baby, you must be a full-fledged harlot. And I'm not trying to be rude or trying to, downplay her, but if you don't know that you're pregnant, you're either a full-fledged harlot or you knew this entire time. Okay? Yeah, it's a woman's anatomy. Like literally, the woman's body changes all the time. And again, if you're not noticing any changes in your body, again, you're either a full-fledged harlot or you knew this whole time. Now, harlots, they don't give a damn about what happens. Oh, well, I didn't know that was a rash. Or I didn't know that was extra discharge or extra spoilage, or maybe they did know, maybe they just don't give a damn. So like now if you're a full-fledged harlot, normally they don't give a damn what's going on with their body. Oh, I don't care if that's a rash. Oh, I don't care if that's a, you know what I'm saying? Now, a harlot won't notice or don't care. Because that's what it's about, not giving a damn. But anyway, I guess perhaps someone can give a testimonial. Do you know someone who didn't know that they made a baby, first of all? And then, second of all, didn't know that their body was changing. And then third of all, didn't know that you had a stone. Mind you, a lot of them say, oh, the baby wasn't kicking or nothing. Again, I can have a baby in my stomach that's not kicking. They don't say nothing. They don't call me or nothing. But I'm still going to wonder what the hell is in my womb. You see what I'm saying? Even if it's a cyst. Or even whatever it is, a cyst or constipation, whatever it is, I'm going to wonder what the hell is this that's been sitting in my womb, growing in my womb at that, for 10 effing months. And you didn't ask any questions about it. That sounds like a harlot. But I'm not going to beat a dead horse. Okay, but anyway, be well, be safe.